All right, welcome to our Target Parking Lot Rat Socialization Project by me, Desi, and Marcus.
The rats we decided to socialize for our project were rigatoni on the left and lasagna on the right.
The one that we did not socialize was the third male rat that came to us, which is Panay.
Why we chose rigatoni and lasagna? We chose them due to the fact that they were from a lab facility and had not yet been socialized, which gave us an excellent starting point to create a trustful bond with the new rats. We also chose rigatoni and lasagna because they look very similar with their markings. Penne had the most unique markings, which made it easier to distinguish between the other two. This made for a less chance of accidental socialization.
So, the regulations that we followed and the way that we met these requirements was that we maintain quality care and housing for all three rats. Their room was maintained at the correct housing temperature and humidity. Their housing was cleaned twice a day, in the morning and at night. We use vinegar and water to spray their cages down. We wipe that out, and then we lay a couple sheets of newspaper, and then we use shredded paper for their housing material. They do have some wheels and boxes to hide in and some toys to play with. They were offered water and food twice a day, in the morning and at night. The food was provided to the rats, was Oxbow rat approved food, and their treats were Oxbow treats, and also we used Cheerios. They were socialized using the gold standard practice set forth by the USDA handbook and the wonderful teaching staff at Iowa Western. We also maintained a safe and playful environment to encourage the rats to be more open, receptive, and less defensive towards us for a more positive interaction.
How did we test our theory? Outside of the normal day-to-day kennel care, we would interact with rigatoni and lasagna. Monday through Thursday each day, we would spend 10 minutes with them. We would offer treats, we would let them play on the counter, hold them, pet them, let them pretty much climb all over us. And we snuggled them, smiley face. We also were letting them experience playing in the water of the sink. This experiment lasted 2 weeks and we did not ask for any changes to their normal kennel care.
Here is one video of them playing in the sink. On our next video, it's a little bit quicker. It's about 10 seconds.
You loving it, huh?
How did we gather our information? Each day that we went into the rat room, we would see how Rigatoni and Lasagna would respond to us once we opened their cage. Rigatoni and Lasagna were responsive each day we went to see them. They seemed less each day to flee away and would be more open and curious. Penne, when seeing us, would respond in a way that he would flee, but would be curious just because of Rigatoni and Lasagna. After 2 weeks, Penne blocked me on Facebook.
The information that was needed for the caregivers did not change. We did not ask for them to change anything from their normal day-to-day care.
How to approach control. So our control is the 10 minutes of time that we spent with Rigatoni and Lasagna. The variables would be the rats, because if we were to change them with any other 3 unsocialized rats, we would hope for duplicating the same result.
Our conclusion is that we believe that we've proven our theory because Rigatoni and Lasagna would be more responsive to anyone who is coming into the room. They would come up to their cage door and be kind of expecting treats and getting attention from anyone. Penne would be more towards the back of the cage. He'd be behind the other 2 rats and sometimes hide away from us. Although we did not change anything from their day-to-day kennel care, the rats would be used for classroom activities, as well as people going in and playing with the rats on their own time. So Penne would still get some socialization, which allowed him to be not as fearful as he was when they did come to us. The end.
Any questions?